Hello everybody, welcome to the Camera Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to talk about no, Brie Larson is not fired. No, Captain Marvel 2 wasn't changed because the Marvel does not have faith in Captain Marvel. Monica Rambeau and Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, were always set to show up in Captain Marvel 2. The thing about it is, we just didn't know what the name of Captain Marvel 2 is. Marvel doesn't do numbers anymore. They don't do 2, they don't do 3, they don't do that shit anymore. So we knew they were going to change the title. Same way when they introduced Black Panther 2, they were like, it's Black Panther 2. Marvel doesn't do that anymore. Marvel has a name. They have titles, they have names, they change it up a bit. Like, I'm pretty sure like this third Captain Marvel is probably going to become Captain Marvel something else. It's going to be Captain Marvel something else. But this one is called The Marvels for one simple reason. Well, two. One, clearly, there's going to be enough story for Kamala Khan and, God damn it, and Monica that they deserve a little bit more in the title. They deserve a little bit more than just we're here, than just this is Captain Marvel's this, and it's like, well, they're gonna be here too. They're gonna be here. They're gonna have a little bit more story than than just side characters. Though Captain Marvel will be the lead. It's why if you even look online and look up the the synopsis, the loose synopsis, Brie Larson is the lead. It literally starts off by saying Brie Larson is back as Captain Marvel. Literally starts off with that, as in she is the lead character of this movie. It's called The Marvels because these three women, as you see in the logo with the lightning bolt as the S from Miss Marvel and the little symbol on Monica's chest inside the A, because every one of these women once held the name Marvel. Obviously, Captain Marvel. Then you got Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau is the original female Captain Marvel. Hence, The Marvels. Not to mention that maybe it's not true, maybe it is true, but I would not put it past Marvel that we see Blue Marvel in this movie, which would mean you would have 4 characters who held the title of Marvel in this movie, hence it being called The Marvels. It all makes sense when you really sit back and think about it. There might be 4 characters in this movie who've all held the name Marvel, so that's why it's called The Marvels. And it does seem like it's going to be more of a team. Now, the thing that I am shocked no one is talking about, because, the fucking soy boys and, the fucking out there, the fucking, crazy, people who scream SJW every time they're asked to just share anything, anytime 2 women are on screen, not talking about a dude or something. These guys, I'm surprised I haven't picked up on this, but this is going to be a team-up movie. It's going to be a female-led team-up movie with a female lead and 2 female supporting characters and a female villain. Because I forgot they cast I can't remember her name, but they cast someone as the villain of the movie, and that's a woman too. So this is going to be a very female-centric movie that I am so shocked no one's really brought up. But I am like, okay, that makes sense. It seems like they're going to do kind of like, I know in the comic books, Captain Marvel kind of ended up getting her own like unit. And in this, I feel like they might be paying homage to that unit. Like, she had like I can't remember what it was called, the Carol Corps or something like that. She had her own unit, and I feel like they're gonna pay homage to that in this with her and Monica in them. Like, I feel that's what the vibe I get. It might even her friend maybe one of the Skrulls will be with her too. Like, it'd be like I'm kidding. Like I said, I think it is very funny that it's more female centric. But I just wanted to put it out there. No, they didn't call it The Marvels because they don't got no faith in Captain Marvel. Anyone who thinks that they don't got faith in Captain Marvel, first of all, is a moron. You do realize that Captain Marvel made $2 billion, and the movie is fresh on Rotten Tomatoes once you got rid of all the people trying to tank the score before the movie ever even came out. Like, I just don't understand why people won't acknowledge that. Why won't the people who hate Captain Marvel acknowledge that the people tried to tank the score? Why won't people acknowledge that before the film had ever came out, people that it had a rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes, it had an awful audience score before anyone had even seen footage of it. All because of what Brie Larson said. And like I said, in the whole Brie Larson speech she said many years ago now, a couple years ago now, what was it, like 3 years ago now? Everyone highlighted on the white man. For some reason, you cannot bring up white dude and not get a freaking visceral, and all she was talking about was, and the only thing she was spitting was facts. Like, was she actually, the words that came out of her mouth about basically 90% of the dudes who interview her when she's doing a movie press are old white dudes. It's like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I see no lies. And it's like, what are you doing? You're going to talk about racial, you're going to be knowledge all the time. I'm like, come sit your ass down somewhere, okay? Jeez. I don't know what's in fandom, white comic book fandom, that they feel like somehow having to share a seat at the table means that something's being taken from them, or they just don't like it being acknowledged that it is lopsided. They don't even like it being acknowledged because they feel like you're pandering. Why you gotta acknowledge it? Why does it even have to be a thing? Because it is a thing. Like, to pretend like it ain't a thing means that you're a bitch. That's what it is, me. Like, to pretend like it ain't a thing, to pretend like it's not out there, to pretend like there isn't vastly more male-dominated, even in the MCU. If you want to be technical, there are only 2 female lead characters in the entirety of the MCU out of 25 projects. John Campion brought this up the other day. Out of 25 projects, 2 female-led movies, 21 of them are white dudes, or white-led. No problem at all. You know me. I love Iron Man. I love Captain America. But let's like acknowledge it in the room. Like, you can't get all hubbity when someone wants to do something else, when someone wants to make a movie about women, a group of women or color or whatever, and be like, well, this is SJW. This is you're just pandering and you're just forcing this down my throat, and then not acknowledged, and then go out of your way not to acknowledge the elephant in the room, especially in pertaining to the MCU, that 21 of the movies are led by white guys. And that means you have no right to get angry about the times that some of the movies are led by women or people of color. Because to do that, you would have to acknowledge the other stuff. But people don't do that. They just pretend like, oh, well, whoop, whoosh. I just always remember that number every time I get in an argument with someone. I'm just like, you do know, whenever anybody says the MCU is SAW or the MCU is, going woke, go broke. Anytime they say that, I'm just like, so you're just not going to acknowledge the fact that, the 21 out of the 25 MCU projects were led by white dudes. Like, we're just not going to acknowledge that. You're just not going to acknowledge that. Like, that's just something we're not going to acknowledge that Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, is still being led by Doctor Strange. Make no mistake about it. It's called Ant-Man and the Wasp. But Ant-Man is the lead of that movie. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord is the lead of Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, let's not get it twisted here. Like, Spider-Man loves Tom Holland Spider-Man. He's still, it's still a white dude. Like, let's not get it twisted here. They're not gonna just suddenly stop making, they're gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna do this character because he's white. No! But they just are acknowledging where we can do something, we should. Because, it's lopsided. It's so hilarious to me. If you go back and look back, I remember history. Always have. Just like how I remember Zack Snyder once said that Ant-Man was the flavor of the week compared to BVS, and I was just like, fuck that dude. And from there on, I was like, fuck the Snyderverse. From that point on, I was like, oh, so you just think because you have these characters that instantaneously you don't have to do anything and you're just going to be at our level. Go fuck off. Anywho, I remember a lot. And if you go back and look at before, I'm trying to think. Was it before Age of Ultron? It had to be like right when phase 3 was about to start. The big criticism, big thing people were lobbying at Marvel. Why ain't got no female-led movies? Why don't you have any people of color in your leads? That was like, people were lambasting Marvel for not having any color or female leads. And then, Flipverse, they have a lot of it. They're starting to move in that direction more and more and more. And now everyone's like, man, you putting this woke stuff down my throat. I'm like, bruh, you just can't win with these people. You just can't win. But in short, The Marvels is called The Marvels because multiple characters in it have all shared the name Marvel in the comics, which is why it's being called the Marvels, because it's going to be more of a team movie than a solo venture. It's going to be more in the vein of Captain America Winter Soldier. It's going to be more in the vein of maybe Captain America Civil War, maybe Thor Ragnarok, kind of like that, where there's more multiple big characters in it. It's not going to be just like Captain Marvel and then like tiny little side pieces. Like, these side pieces are heroes who have their own things. By the time this movie comes out, Miss Marvel would have had an entire Disney Plus show. We've already seen Monica Rambeau. So yeah, clearly they're gonna take up bigger roles than just side characters. You know, they're gonna be like supporting characters. They're gonna be like co-lead / supporting characters, with Captain Marvel as the lead character, who's gonna get the majority of the screen time. Probably she's probably gonna be on it, maybe in every scene, most every scene, and those characters will be bouncing off of her. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the Comic Game Movie Show. Please like, subscribe, and that's what and like I said, I just wanted to lay it out there. No, Marvel hasn't lost faith in Brie Larson. No, Brie Larson isn't being discounted as Captain Marvel. And if anybody thinks that, they're an idiot. They don't know what they're talking about, and they're just looking for clicks. Thank you guys for watching the Comic Game Movie Show. Please leave me a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.